So we got Diddy and all his diddler minions getting caught up in these lawsuits. This is actual documentation from the lawsuit filed against Diddy from Mr. Jones. Now, in this lawsuit, he included a picture of Cuba Gooding. And Cuba, why are you looking at this man's lips like that, though? Why is your arm resting on him? Like, I would have been like, yo, Cuba, you need to back up. We was about to start throwing hands. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Jones, I'm surprised you ain't start throwing hands with him. You should have started, but hey, he got the Diddy treatment. That's tough, bro. So in this video right here, we're about to get into Jaguar Wright exposes how Cuba Gooding helped Diddy plan his freak-offs. Let's get straight into this, man. Make sure you do
serious hot water lately. Like, we're talking lawsuits piling up left, right, and center. And Young Miami's name has been right next to Diddy's. She's been buzzing with some seriously spicy gossip about Diddy's wild adventures in the celeb scene. And hold on to your hats, cause she kinda let slip a name you wouldn't expect to be tangled up with Diddy, Cuba Gooding Jr. Turns out he might have been helping Diddy plan all of his weird activities. So first off, a producer from his album dropped some heavy accusations, sending shockwaves through the industry. And now, the producer of his latest album, Off the Grid, is taking him to court for a jaw-dropping $30 million. Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a producer on Comm's latest album, spilled the tea in a lawsuit filed recently. In the lawsuit, it's claimed that Mr. Jones bunked with Combs from September 2022 to September 2023, while
bunked with him for years? Oh, man. And now we know you don't want to be bunking with Combs. He finna pull up to your bunk bed in the middle of the night. Start doing his diddler activities, man.
Whip up tunes for the rapper's Love album. Plus, he clocked in quite a few weeks chilling on Diddy's yacht. But here's where it gets wild. The suit spills the tea that Mr. Jones wasn't just mixing beats. Nope, he was allegedly front row center for a whole lot more. Think hundreds of hours of recording where Combs and his entourage supposedly got up to some shady business. According to Lil Rod, Diddy ain't playing nice. He's alleging some seriously shady stuff went down, involving pressure, inappropriate touching, and even getting tangled up in some unsavory situations with ladies of the night. Now picture this, a world where Diddy feels supreme, pulling strings left and right, with cash flowing like water and power moves galore. Lil Rod claims he got stiffed out of over 50 grand for his hard work on the album. And get this, he paints a picture of a music scene where messed up relationships are the norm, with Diddy allegedly trying to drag him into the chaos. The suit suggests Lil Rod has got the receipts, claiming he's got irrefutable evidence of everything from drug dealing, ecstasy and cocaine, to some seriously sketchy stuff with firearms, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. The suit also accuses Combs of serving up drinks and workers at his cribs in California and Florida. But Lil Rod ain't throwing shade at Diddy alone. Oh no, he's pointing fingers at the whole crew. From heavy hitters in the music game like Universal Music Group's CEO to Diddy's right-hand woman and even his own son Justin, they're all named in the lawsuit. And when Lil Rod tried to speak up, he claimed he was shut down with a dismissive, "You know Sean will be Sean" from Comm's chief of staff. While working alongside Diddy, Jones stumbled into a world that went way beyond his producer duties. Now let's talk about Jones's star-studded encounters. Working on the award-winning Love album, he rubbed shoulders with some of Diddy's famous pals. But hold on to your hats, it wasn't all glitz and glam, especially with Cuba Gooding Jr. Yeah, the Oscar winner himself. Jones spills the tea, alleging Gooding Jr. got uncomfortably handsy, touching and groping him in places no one wants to be touched. And guess who else gets dragged into the drama? Young Miami herself. She's all over Lil Rod's lawsuit, with claims of getting high with Diddy on Thanksgiving back in 2022. Lil Rod even brings up Young Miami's cousin, alleging they were both chilling at Diddy's Miami pad. Now, Diddy's lawyer is saying that Lil Rod is nothing but a liar. Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. His reckless name-dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. Our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored, as Mr. Blackburn refuses to return our calls. We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them.
So they literally reached out to Mr. Jones' attorney to basically say, yo, stop filing this stuff. He's lying. But it ain't work out.
But he's not stopping anytime soon. Now here's the twist. He also threw Gooding Jr.'s name into the mix, shifting the spotlight away from himself and onto Diddy. The lawsuit stated that Gooding began touching, fondling Mr. Jones's
Hey,
legs,
yo.
his upper inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back near his buttocks, and his shoulders.
Hey,
According
yo.
to Mr. Jones, he was extremely uncomfortable and proceeded to lean away from Mr. Gooding Jr. He rejected his advances, and Mr. Gooding Jr. did not stop until Mr. Jones forcibly...
lean away, more like a triple max to the freaking chin, bruh. You need to hit him with an uppercut after that one. Bro, he's touching you inappropriately. You finna touch him inappropriately too. Bow! Quick one. He finna stop. You know what I'm saying? He finna get the deal. He finna understand, bro. So you start touching, you like, boop! What happened? What were you doing again? Oh, alright. Okay. They gotta be boundaries, Mr. Jones.
pushed him away. The lawsuit described Gooding Jr. as a relevant actor who has fallen from grace due to several assault lawsuits and a recent guilty plea for SA. His alleged actions were described as willful, wanton, and malicious. At all relevant times, Mr. Gooding Jr. acted with conscious disregard for plaintiff's rights and feelings, acted with the knowledge of or with reckless disregard for the fact that his conduct was certain to cause injury and or humiliation to plaintiff, and intended to cause fear, physical injury, and or pain and suffering to plaintiff. Now let's switch gears and dive into Cuba Gooding Jr.'s roller coaster journey in Hollywood. His story isn't your typical Hollywood fairy tale. Nope, far from it. While Hollywood big shots might have put a dent in his fame, let's not forget Gooding Jr. played a part in his own downfall. Back in the late 90s and early 2000s, he was on fire with roles in TV hits and blockbuster movies, earning an Oscar along the way. But then, things took a nosedive. Allegations from several women surfaced, hitting headlines and tarnishing his career. Fast forward to June 2019, and he's caught up in a bar incident in NYC. The situation escalated when prosecutors revealed allegations from 14 women across the U.S., dating back to 2001. Now he's facing misdemeanor charges for alleged incidents in Manhattan. But here's where it gets really interesting. The New York Supreme Court kicks off proceedings under the Adult Survivors Act, giving people a shot at bringing civil claims for past misconduct. It's been quite the roller coaster ride for him, with legal hurdles and controversies aplenty. Back in 2013, he managed to sidestep a trial by settling with a woman who accused him dating back a decade. But that's just scratching the surface. In 2018, another woman accused...
Bro, he literally has to force a smile through all of this. Like, bro, this has got to be like the worst thing ever, to be in court publicly because of this. Oh my gosh.
Him of forcing a kiss on her while she was working at a nightclub. He copped a plea for that one. Then, in 2019, yet another woman accused him of getting handsy at a rooftop bar without her consent. Now, both these women are seeking damages, aiming to compensate for the assault, lost earnings, and the mental and physical pain they endured. Gooding's spokesperson has been tight-lipped about it all, but he managed to dodge a jail time for both incidents, getting slapped with 6 months of counseling instead. But hold up, Diddy's got his own mess to deal with, like the fact that the feds just raided his house. Federal agents swarmed Diddy's Beverly Hills mansion, and it was a scene straight out of an action movie. Homeland Security is leading the charge, with choppers buzzing overhead, cops on the scene, and guns drawn as they meticulously comb through the lavish property. And guess where all this drama is unfolding? Right here in Holmby Hills, where swanky mansions line the streets. The air is thick with tension as choppers swirl above and feds team up with local cops, creating a spectacle that's hard to miss. Residents are spilling the tea about wild parties, mysterious black cars, and VIPs coming and going like it's the hottest club in town. But wait, there's more. The chopper cam captures it all. The SWAT rides, agents in tactical vests, and individuals in cuffs being led away from one of these mega cribs. Sources speaking to NBC News reveal that federal agents are executing search warrants, delving into serious allegations ranging from drug-related offenses to worse, all allegedly tied to Diddy. But here's the kicker. Diddy himself isn't even in town. Insider sources spill the beans that he's chilling in Miami while this entire saga unfolds. And to add to the intrigue, his phones were reportedly seized before he jetted off to the Bahamas. Now guess who was spotted in sunny South Beach over Easter weekend? None other than Cuba Gooding Jr. himself, soaking up the Florida sun amidst a backdrop of ongoing federal investigations. Talk about interesting timing, especially considering his alleged connection to Diddy. TMZ managed to snag a photo of Cuba cruising around South Beach on the...
Nah, man's just really chilling though. Like, man got his Aloha button-down shirt on, legs crossed, chilling, bro. Come on.
back of a golf cart with two unidentified dudes up front. Sporting his shades and looking as relaxed as ever, Cuba seemed to be enjoying the festive vibes of the Sunshine State while scrolling through his phone. Now, why might Cuba's presence in South Florida turn a few heads? Well, he and Diddy were recently named co-defendants in that lawsuit. With everything that's gone down with Diddy since that lawsuit dropped earlier this year, Cuba's sudden appearance in Miami is definitely raising eyebrows. But here's the kicker. Cuba hasn't been seen hanging out with Diddy during his time in Florida. And as for those allegations in Rodney's lawsuit, Cuba's been mum about it all, along with anything Diddy related. As for Diddy himself, he's been making public appearances in Miami, despite the federal trafficking probe hanging over his head, denying all allegations in multiple civil suits.
Bro, I can't believe this. You have his house is getting raided. He's over here smoking a J by the water, going on bicycle rides on Tuesday mornings, bro. Hey, bro.
Diddy seems to be taking it all in stride. And as far as the feds go, he hasn't been arrested or charged with any crime. And the weird relationship between the two doesn't stop there. Even Reggie Wright Jr. talked about it. He mentioned that if the allegations about them were true, he could see it happening, particularly referencing the photo of Lil Rod and Cuba hugging in the studio, which he described as appearing zesty.
Yeah.
That picture that they have, that he...
Than Puff Daddy himself. They were practically like brothers, wrestling over Frosted Flakes and all. Puff took Usher under his wing, introducing him to the glitz and glam of the industry.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to.
But it wasn't just about the parties.
You know, and I think that he was just trying to show me the lifestyle. However, that's not what I was there for. I was there because I wanted a career, man. So we would fight, we would tussle. More than often, I think Puffy would say, man, you gotta chill. Like, you just a little bit too intense. You know, you gotta relax. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, like banging on this man as though, you know, I am the manager. I am the spokesperson for Usher.
Puff also played a big role in Usher's career, stepping in to save the day when things got rocky with his label. And let's not forget Usher's musical prowess. With 9 chart-topping hits on the Billboard Hot 100 and a Grammy-winning album under his belt, he's a force to be reckoned with. But he was still too young for what he saw back in the day.
You're gonna make me a priority too. I'm not here to party with you. I don't wanna go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? I think as a kid, I realized, hey, look, that's not my ring, that's not my moment, that's not my bottle, that's not my drink, that's not my celebration.
However, amidst all the success, rumors swirl about Diddy possibly passing.
Nah, I never seen Diddy with a mohawk, though. This is just outrageous.
Celebration.
However, amidst
this one's outrageous. This is crazy right here.
all the success, rumors swirl about Diddy possibly passing on an STD to Usher during his teenage years. But let's set the record straight. There's no concrete evidence to support these claims. As for Usher, he's been entangled in his own legal battles with accusations of transmitting herpes to several individuals. But he's denied these allegations, often opting to settle things out of court. A fan accused Usher of giving her an STD post-concert.
My mother. I feel that my rights were violated. I'm speaking out today on behalf of myself and others, some of whom are positive and are embarrassed to speak out publicly. I am doing this so that he does not do this to anyone else.
The court actually sided with the woman, claiming Usher knew about his condition, but still got busy. And it's not just Usher. A whole bunch of stars had their share of dealings with Diddy, giving rise to what's now famously known as Puffy Flavor Camp. L.A.Reid, the mastermind behind this setup, sent artists there to, learn. Diddy's no stranger to legal tussles, from a nightclub shootout back in '99 to a squabble with his son's football coach in 2015. People love to whisper about Diddy's influence over Usher, hinting at potential coercion into sketchy dealings or some downright bizarre fixations. So, let's dive into the Diddy Bieber saga, shall we? Back in the day, Justin Bieber...
We just watched the video on that yesterday, so we don't need to touch on that. But Cuba Gooding, man, he's about to get taken down too. I wonder if he got arrested already, because he's been arrested a couple times in a couple different lawsuits. Now he's getting mentioned again in this Diddy lawsuit. That's bad for business, Cuba. Mr. Gooding, that's bad for business. Comment down below. Y'all think Mr. Rod got the Diddy treatment, bro? Sheesh. His whole sphere of influence got the Diddy treatment. That's tough, man. Make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. The same way you're gonna catch me in the next one. Peace. Love y'all.